decorated one room exclusively for VR games. Noise reduction work was done and soft materials were added to the walls and floors. Of course, VR equipment was also equipped with the latest model. I've been so busy these days that I haven't been able to play the game I bought, but finally it's been a long time since I've been on vacation. During the holidays, I plan to play games all day without thinking about anything. My favorite genre was zombies. When playing a game on a VR device, the level of tension and immersion was different when on a normal computer. The game I was going to play during the holidays was quite fun even when I played it on a regular computer, so I was more excited to play it on a VR. The name of the game is Zombie Anorexia, which means zombie with eating disorder. Just by looking at the title, it feels like black humor, but the actual content was quite depressing. I had already seen the ending several times on a regular computer, so I knew the game's story and strategy. So I thought of playing with a light heart and comparing the VR version and the normal version step by step. I woke up in the middle of the night to hear strange noises in the living room. When I went out into the living room, I saw a skinny man eating something in a hurry. I cautiously approached and tapped the man on the shoulder. The man turned his head and looked at me. What the man was eating was raw meat dripping with blood. The man ran up to me. I instinctively kicked the man, and he threw up pieces of raw meat as he fell over. Then it ran outside making a sound like a beast. After all, playing in VR was much more fun. This was the prologue of Zombie Anorexia. The main character's younger brother suffered from an eating disorder, so overeating and vomiting was a daily routine. The main character disapproved of such a younger brother and even resorted to violence. Then one day, the younger brother becomes a zombie and the story begins. The zombie virus spreads due to the younger brother and the world is messed up, and the main character goes on a journey to find the younger brother who has become a zombie. Whether it is to save the younger brother from the zombie virus, or to solve the zombie apocalypse by punishing the younger brother, the player must choose as he progresses through the game. I've seen all the endings in the game, but I also thought that killing my brother was the most correct ending. As a spoiler, no matter what choice I make, I can't save my younger brother, and instead only increase the number of victims. The main character's guilt only makes the situation more serious. So this time, I decided to watch the ending where I punished my younger brother who became a zombie. If I head to this ending, the main character will never sympathize with his younger brother's eating disorder, and will face the ending. The endless hunger felt by zombies has nothing to do with the main character. Of course, I also didn't know about zombie hunger. During the first half of the game, I didn't notice the passage of time. It seemed like 5 hours had passed since I started playing the game as soon as I woke up in the morning. I was hungry, so I decided to have a late lunch and play the game again. I tried to exit the game with the controller in my hand, but it didn't work. Didn't catch anything as if the controller had fallen out of my hand. I put my hand over my face to take off the VR device, but nothing caught. My fingers just caressed my face. Something was strange. I took a few steps forward. I must have walked enough to hit the wall of the room, but there was nothing in front of me. I just took a few steps in the game. The same goes for going sideways. My hand didn't feel any texture in my room. I was just struggling in the game. I tried my best to jump in place and run forward. Then I realized I'm stuck in the game. I sat there blankly and woke up from hunger. I should try anything first. If I beat the game to the end, I might be able to get out of here. I still had 10 hours left to see the ending, so I had to hurry. The place where I am now is an underground laboratory that researched the zombie virus. It was all dark with a complex structure like a maze, and zombies suddenly popped out. I was quite scared even though I knew all the strategies. What would happen if I were infected by a zombie right now? What happens when the game is over? Fortunately, I've never been bitten by a zombie and I'm progressing through the game well. It's not long until the ending now. Everything else was fine, but I haven't eaten anything in over 12 hours and I'm very hungry. Just in case, I tried to pick up and eat the food in the game, but there was no taste or feeling of satiety. I'm going crazy with hunger. It's the point where I have to make an important choice in the game's story, but I may not be able to make the right choice because I'm so hungry. The main character, who has been starving for a long time, must choose whether to eat human flesh or not. Of course, I had to choose not to eat, but for some reason I thought that eating the human flesh in the game would relieve my hunger a little. Isn't the reason why zombies bite people because human flesh makes them forget hunger for a while? Of course, I decided not to eat human flesh. I had to make this choice to break the game quickly. Soon I will meet my little brother zombie and kill him and the game will be over. My hunger will also end. I thoroughly defeated my younger brother zombie. After killing the younger brother zombie, a dry ending awaits. I stood in front of my dead brother, mourned for a while, and prepared to return home. Then my little brother bit my ankle with the last bit of strength and I kicked him. If I get bitten by a zombie and get a wound, I will be infected with the zombie virus, but luckily it doesn't seem like I've been bitten enough to cause a wound. Or not, I don't know. I left my younger brother's corpse behind. The game ended and I finally returned to my room. What the hell has happened so far? Why couldn't I quit the game in the middle? Maybe I was so immersed in the game that I subconsciously refused to step out of it. Anyway, it didn't matter now. The game is over and I'm back home. I had to eat something first. I came out into the living room. In a hurry, I ate raw beef fillet from the refrigerator. It will be okay as it is also eaten as sashimi. But strangely, it doesn't taste like anything. I don't even feel full. It feels like eating food in a game. It was strange. Even after stuffing all the food from the refrigerator into my mouth, I was still hungry. Did I become a zombie with an eating disorder because I was bitten by my younger brother at the end? Then, isn't there only one way to satisfy this hunger? I decided to do something and went outside.